Thanks, Mr. Hunt. 3 years ago in this very room, I talked to you about the elephant in the room of overwhelming demand and how we were exhausted and drowning. And it has got worse on your watch, as we told you it would. I, like many you alluded to in your speech, have resigned as a partner to protect my health, and in my capacity of running a peer support group of 8,000 primary care staff, I've watched other people break, and 2 members have sadly killed themselves. I therefore respectfully and professionally ask, why should we believe what you are saying today when you weren't listening then?
Well, I respectfully and professionally profoundly disagree with the sentiment of that question. And I'm sorry that if that's what you think, but let me be clear. I did not say when I was here before that we were going to solve these problems overnight. And I think that if you look at what I said at the start of this speech, I don't think you could say for a moment that I was ducking the challenges faced by general practice. I actually opened by talking about those. But the long-term issue is getting more GPs to do the work that we need general practice to do. And what have I done in the 3 years since I came here before? I have put in place a program to get 5,000 more doctors working in general practice. That doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of work. I think I showed you today that we've made good progress on the medical school side, but we need to do a lot better in terms of the retention side. I've announced plans to increase the number of doctors we train across the NHS by 25%. That's one of the biggest increases in the history of the NHS. And I am trying to do everything I possibly can to resolve these situations. But, you know, it is challenging. And what I would say is that there are things that you can do as well. And I think the evidence from the slides that I showed this morning is that you can make a big difference in your own practices. And this isn't going to be something that the Health Secretary solves for you. It's going to be something that we solve together. And I think there is evidence that in many parts of the country that is beginning to happen, but I don't pretend for a moment that it's going to happen instantly.
Thank you very much. Ladies, okay, I've been called, I have to... Yeah, I've just been given the absolute cut-off. We have to close to get you to your next sessions. Ladies and gentlemen, in a moment I'll ask you to thank the Secretary of State, but before we do, there are so many people that were burning to ask questions. What I would like you to do, and this is a promise from me, submit your questions that you were going to ask or say on Slido, or if you're not a fan of the technology, on a piece of paper at the box of the RCGP stand downstairs, and I will write in follow-up to this conference and to your speech to the Secretary of State, putting your questions to him. I'll collate them, try and make sense of them, and we'll publish the response for you all, to all delegates of the conference. You can see what's said. So thank you for queuing up. I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to ask your questions. Thank you very much, Jeremy Hunt, for being so candid, for the big promises you've made today. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give him a round of applause, please?
Thank you very much, Helen. Thank you. Thanks for it. All the best. Thank you.